Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Garrett, the Executive Vice President of Validation Services at the Enterprise Strategy Group, and I'm joined here by a good friend, David Chang, the Vice President of Products at Actifio.
Great to be here.
We're here at the Actifio Data-Driven event, and one of the highlights of the show is the recently announced update of the platform, Actifio 9.0.
Absolutely. 9.0 represents a huge, I would say, quantum improvement in terms of the Actifio capability, both for on-premise and in the cloud, right? By in the cloud, we've now adopted some core cloud foundational capability like object storage. We've also enhanced our capability to run on essentially all the major public clouds in the world. And you can consume this essentially as you bring your own license, or via our announcement of the Actifio Go, which is a fully SaaS version of our capability. So it's quite an exciting release for us, for the company.
Exactly, so it's making things more cloudy, and in general improving the agility and the functionality and the capabilities of the data management platform.
Absolutely. So many of our customers take a look at this cloud and says, I definitely need to go there or participate in one fashion or another. But we all know, because of sort of this huge legacy baggage we're dragging behind us, not many people can actually go back and afford rewriting their application for the cloud. So what Actifio has really focused on is really bridging the gap between on-premise or traditional enterprise IT with how do you leverage taking that environment and still being able to leverage all the cool cloud capability you have at your disposal these days.
Yeah, and one of the features that you mentioned there that helps enable that is the object support.
Absolutely. So traditionally, people have looked at object storage as a dumping ground where everything is slow, but inexpensive, but fully scalable into the public cloud's infrastructure. But Actifio took a very different approach of looking at that capability. We believe this is one of the foundation pieces that makes cloud so attractive. And there also this untapped capability associated with object storage that finally Actifio has allowed our customer to leverage. So, for example, we just did this test with you, which was a 50 terabyte Oracle database. Essentially using it for a test data management use case, we're able to spin up multiple virtual versions of this 50 terabyte database on IBM object storage, all within the spans of minutes.
Yeah, well, it was an amazing test. We mirrored from Dallas to Gaithersburg, Maryland. It took about an hour to do all 5 of those in parallel. So that was really, really quick, and it was about, by our calculation, about 70% cheaper than traditional mirroring and replication methods. What really impressed me was how automated and policy-based it is. You can actually even include masking capabilities. You just automatically apply to the data so that the developers aren't violating PII, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. And you hit the nail on the head. It's all about automation. It's all about simplicity. It's all about the ability to leverage some of the sort of core cloud pieces, whether you're in a private cloud implementation or hybrid or public cloud. If you couple this with self-service and automation through Chef and Puppet, then you can achieve a very powerful platform at a very sort of attractive price point, if you will.
Excellent. So here we are at the Data-Driven event talking about the latest release, the 9.0 platform. But looking forward, if you could look at maybe 3 to 5 years from now, where you think the industry and in particular Actifio with their data-driven platform is going.
Yeah, I think we're at a point where the state of IT or the state of technology is changing at an ever-increasing rate. But I think Actifio, we're in an interesting place where we're, again, acting as a bridge between the old world and the new world, right? So our vision is increasingly allowing our customer to run the workloads they want to, whether it's production, whether it's sort of backup, whether it's test data management, whether it's data continuity, business continuity, and disaster recovery. We're going to allow them to run all the workload they want anywhere in the world. So to give our customer the freedom to pick and choose what cloud model and capability is best fit for their sort of requirements, if you will.
So a bridge from traditional to a hybrid multi-cloud of your choice world. You're helping enable the movement of the data and the management.
And unlocking the value of the data you have presently in your production environment. So take a instance of that 50 terabyte database and give it to your analytics engine so you can actually process that information in an efficient fashion at a cost level that you can afford without impacting production. And then take that information, feed it into your next generation application development to kind of create more value for your business. I think that's at the root what Actifio can do for our customers.